She be tryna party with the devil. You know her body left, but her soul stay.
Yo, what's cracking? What's cracking? Today we're gonna be doing Dehya's story quest, and as you can see, I pulled for her, but I forgot to record it. The whole wishing process was messed up anyway. Dehya's a fire character, design-wise and story-wise, but combat-wise, and anyway, we're gonna be going through her story quest, so let's get into it.
Paimon's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Yes, sir. Dune Resort, Dehya. Yes, sir.
We're still hanging out together. Dehya, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
Alright, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like... I feel like something is off about you lately. Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries.
I like how we just walk with them.
Many mercs are
Just
no
like drag
different.
ourselves into
Just
it.
going around looking for jobs.
Bro, who's that girl in the back?
My brigade is called the
The
Blazing
fuck?
Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. Though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years. Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them.
That's
Not only have
crazy.
they targeted merchant caravans,
They out here
and ordinary
going like,
citizens,
I'm not
but
gonna say it, but
mercenary
like,
brigades as well.
that's crazy.
That's beyond
That's all I'm gonna say about
terrible.
it.
They won't even
Stripping
spare
people
their own
and killing
kind.
them.
I don't know how Deshret's
If you know,
relics.
you know.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry, Dehya. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
Until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
Well,
I'm a traveler. Gotta do what I gotta do.
If he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
Alright, Paimon, shut the hell
I'm
up.
inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took her along to help. I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
For that theme song's so
I'm
good.
honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Hey, Dehya, you're back. Are these two friends of yours? Likewise. There's no need to be so formal with us. We're a pretty casual crew. Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets. They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. And it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Wait, a power struggle?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have.
What he said. Besides, Dehya, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Khan al-Akhmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf. You're here too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Ribat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm
Alright,
sensing a special vibe.
you're not about to, like, diss me like that.
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever she goes, Paimon will follow.
Oh, in that case, then you better take care of her too, Dehya.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the traveler here. Even if she had only survived on sheer luck,
Facts.
then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
No.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths
Damn.
open like a bunch of scarecrows.
That's
Your
tough.
silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Damn.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of the Khan al-Akhmar's looted goods. All you gotta do is wait.
The Khan al-Akhmar's. Akhmar's.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards
Khan
to the
al-Akhmar's.
brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dehya.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time. It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
No need to worry. She knows her way around a fight.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of them. Ah, here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance to react and end this quickly.
Paimon, you're not gonna do anything. Stop it. Alright, that's good. So they just replaced my Dehya with another one? It's kind of disrespectful.
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer.
Hey, shut your bitch.
You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Damn. Dehya ain't playing.
I'm not joking around. We We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Homie just stabbed himself.
Are you crazy?
Homie just stabbed himself.
His own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
Dude really just...
I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
Loser.
Why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them.
A loser.
Expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny
Imagine not trying to spill the beans and not even killing yourself.
Cold for now.
Personally, that wouldn't happen to me.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions. Yep. I see an entry for Dehya Lakmar right here. Huh?
What's wrong?
Shahzaman Homayani?
Who that?
You mean Dunyarzad's family?
Oh, the father?
Could it just be another family with the same last name?
Father?
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shahzaman
Ooh, yo! Nah.
family.
Nah.
What's going on here? I'm sorry. You're right. I'll consider what we found and not.
So, Jesus Christ. So what I'm getting from this mission is that basically the rich family is, of course, supplying a mafia-like chain, which is a really strong theme in a lot of shows, movies, all of that. And they're just throwing up goods to keep the supply chain. They don't need the money from the transactions, as you saw on the list just now, because they're getting the money and the transactions from the family. It's always the rich ones, bro. I'm telling you.
The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale.
See? Come on, bro. What I'm telling you.
Why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homianis are in need of
I just cracked the case in 5 minutes.
Honestly, have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious.
Because he has it in a vault.
The large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past, but that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop.
I mean, she got healed by Nahida anyway.
You're probably right. I know.
Or was that when
Ruka
Ruka Devada
and she
erased her
wouldn't
memory?
deliberately keep something like this from us.
I don't remember.
What should we do now?
My father has been supplying goods to Dehya Al-Akmar.
So he can make that money.
It makes as little
And they
sense
can
to
pursue
us
in their
as it does to
business.
you. I've never doubted the master's integrity. So
That's why they keep supporting goods and robbing people, so they can keep that money flourishing.
If my father had always been in contact with Dehya Al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dehya into our house.
So he could check her down. Oh my god. Yo, this might be the best Genshin mission ever, bro.
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
But that still doesn't rule
But
out
he
the
wants
possibility
that so he can
my
keep
father
selling
still
him the
trying to
goods.
influence
Oh my
lives
god.
without you know.
My lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able
This
to
is their
give
house?
us a
Thought that would have been
logical
bigger.
explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Usual place? Ah, right.
Don't know what that is.
So that's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about, and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan al-Akhmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts.
Huh? Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dakan al-Akhmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of more from my last run. Just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single
Is he dead?
word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dehya, the boss can't come out and see you anymore.
Is he dead?
A long time ago.
Damn.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted. Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. But that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well.
Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
Yeah, Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
I hate how they keep messing up my team order, bro. That's pissing me off. Let's throw some pyro in here. Some Kale up in here. Use a burst. Should have got some hydro in here for thing.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Wait, they went charging ahead without checking for any traps.
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Let's see.
First of all, I know that they didn't go looking for any traps or anything, but
But it's being...
Okay.
why did we stop? Why did we stop? That makes no sense. going on here? Am I missing something? Because it can't go through the thing, so what am I missing? Are you kidding me? I did that already. Change that color. Change it. Okay.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side. But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations. Let us draw our weapons! We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers.
Okay, you're dragging me.
None of us plan to leave this place alive!
But I'm beating you up. Of course, I'm gonna leave this place alive.
So, it would seem like this is the end.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Mitchell.
You think I would give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Who's this random dude that's standing next to him saying nothing?
Hey, wait!
Someone jump up there. Or just jog.
We were too late.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Dehya.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking. Let's look around. Huh? Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more. For
So
Princess
she's
Dehya
always
is
had the
slain.
fake ears.
Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
I hereby proclaim our victory.
Ah,
Evil shall plague us no more, Dad. What's this?
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say.
Aw, thanks you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter. Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing did. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. To Dehya. It's all right. I'll just read it.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds...
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. Anyway, Dehya, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child. Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky. Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Dehya is Dehya. You can't hate her character just because Mihoyo wants to mess things up. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I gotta go like chill out and just like soak all this in. See y'all in the next one. Peace.